to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Florida Gators. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. Not going to risk a return here. Set on first down. Defense in press coverage. The give to the tailback. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So we're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. Gets rid of it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Florida. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game, early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes the offense on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great. The quarterback and receiver not on the same page. But when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's
surprised that this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep runs.
Looking down the middle. Fires into trap and a kickoff. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here's the handoff. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And I don't care if I did it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. With jet sweep pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Gator!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. We've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to kick and kick and kick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, South Carolina. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Lagway. They're trying to get to it. He makes the connection. job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in-route there.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Hit the afterburners, kid. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point splits the upright. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to
All kinds of running room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Move the chains with that completion now on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds some fresh air. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane opener, you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And they get to him just before he scores, right out of bounds at the 1.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it open.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That's a great job by the wide receiver, understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2-yard.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. Can they catch him? A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackled there by the defense. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. To the air, it's Lagway. Quarterback moving. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, keep putting up numbers.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's going to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
From the 17, it's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Lagway. Makes a catch out of the backfield. Bulldozes him. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell he's breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Fires on the move. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
I feel like the defense is just living rent-free inside the quarterback's head right now. Of course, they got the pick last drive, and they almost got a pick right now. Right now, they are fooling this quarterback with pre-snap and post-snap looks. This quarterback doesn't know where to throw.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. Oh, he left him grabbing. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch on the right side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Florida! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He wants to take the top off. Snags it down the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary terms of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open. That's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the out.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back. You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Florida! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jason.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on, and that's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare. Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Cocky and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Sellers. Using the quick game. Smashes through. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and to catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Defense not showing press coverage. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
How about that play? A diving snag along the right side. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for room, it's Sanders. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play. Hit a first down just outside the red zone. He wants to throw. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After misfiring, it's second down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line. Set up with a red zone opportunity. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. It's caught downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Going up top on first down. A strike downfield. Oh, ball's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered at.
From the gun, the ground game. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. He's going up top. Makes the catch down the right side. He's at the 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you've got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it. At
the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The handoff to Johnson. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Lagway. Makes a connection. Can anyone catch it? And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gator.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He wants to go deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Bennett. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Going for 6. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Still on his feet at the 35. Nothing but green ahead. At the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Coming after it. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. throw, and he needs a bunch. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stumbled to the ground. It's fourth down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sideline. Forced out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. Ball is free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's fourth down. Like, fourth down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. First down, second down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the feet.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Moving away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And he pumps it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. If it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
And that's a live ball. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier. And boy, they did it right there.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. He was able to squirt 3 and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Steps away. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the route is on. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching his defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Bagway. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And they'll finally bring him down after off a huge play.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively.
And he's running in the open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Running back goes in motion. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to get to it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Final play of the quarter coming. From the shotgun, the inside give. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Let's get 6 on the board, fellas.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking to throw it, Sellers. Gets it out fast. Turns it on to midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The aerial assault continues. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock. And the punishment has been extended.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trying to find his man on first down. Good completion on the out. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he's dragged down.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change it.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Going downfield for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and the QB decided to flip himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you can see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Gators in the hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the line. Pulled down for the tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
The defense earns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Smashes through the tackle. And And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
So that penalty will give this offense a little boost. Here comes 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll take another shot here. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Giving him his pads. Takes it the other. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Out of all the ways to get a 1st down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. 1st down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And while the game is all but decided, touchdown, South Carolina! And the stomping has commenced.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. And he loses the football on the return. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback will audible. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say,
the Gators, taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Escapes the sack. Fires to the right. He's got him wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel good.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We'll give them a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. He's got him still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Gamecocks on threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? This is the 7th play of the drive as they come to the line on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The handoff to Johnson. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The quick out. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. looking downfield. It's Lagway. He's got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense will have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in games ago, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to Johnson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Lagway. He caught him. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
The snap sets up the throw. Using his feet to buy time. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
A great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense gets set for second down.
Boys, let's get a few yards on this play.
He's looking to throw. Wiggles free. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's picked off. Godwin on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the field. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job on the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed in.
He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. He's going to pass. Looking to scramble. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Grabs it inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McDowell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make as they got to stop the bleeding?
And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. To the air, it's Sellers. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, South Carolina.
He's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly. put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 score.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can ping them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Feeling some heat. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buys a little extra time.
This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on 4th down, and the quarterback makes the play for him.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He wants to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it up to 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Let's it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football for them right at this point.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question.
Makes the grab right side. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Hey, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Try and play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football. He was able to complete the top.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Gamecock. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they're just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB.
Makes the catch. It's Wilson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw it again. Quick completion on the out route. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This offense has a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Coming after it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll throw one to his right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a third and long. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
You know the situation, you know the game of football. Right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it can.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's loose. Inside the 10. Touchdown Gator. And the comeback is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the side.
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the right. All kinds of room to the right. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, South Carolina. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just trucks through it. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Going over the top. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks! What a grab and go for the score. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next time.
The fake, and he wants to throw. Knocked off his feet. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got him cleared on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. I just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on the target.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get it through the air. Man down the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. It's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. Initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And back to the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Sanders. Makes a grab and he's dragged down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB willingness. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if we can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Harvard. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. Quarterback adapting. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Back to the air one more time. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
I love this tight end because Manning's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Lagway. He fires one deep down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Jet sweep to the receiver. At the 35, he's open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And as a defense, you've got to see the motion and understand the jet sweep could be a possibility because he got that ball and he got outside in a hurry, and you could tell he's got the wheels able to turn it on and get a big chunk from it.
And he will score! Touchdown, Gator!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The DBs will back off a bit. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. Got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next.
Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Now from inside the red zone. And he makes the catch, but no. He's out of bounds.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Trying to get to it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. With the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer in with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Pulls and fires complete. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. To the air, it's Lagway. He fires to the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. He will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big gain.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he gets there. Then they get him down at the 14-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Southline are ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows.
Afterburners coming. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Off-play action on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. On to attempt the try. is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Fired in there, but incomplete. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Trying to beat the DD. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Gator. Lay the grab and finish the deal in the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Going up top on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The kickoff unit about to go to work. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. The handoff to Johnson. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. 4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hands. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Right back to the well. On the move at the 30. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd. Because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers in all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive.
The ball pops out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Trying to find his man on first down. They're trying to get to him.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
He wants to pass it on second down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better from the defense. You know exactly the situation. Win the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing up.
He's going for a big play downfield. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the...
And here's the third interception of the night. And it's sucked out.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. He thought you made a game-changing pick. But how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Looking to throw it Swagway. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 40, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Badger. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Florida! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care. Just steamrolling his way through. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Now on first down from the 30. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down bleed the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's going to pass on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. Strong, firm tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a...
He'll take the deep shot. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell the quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it. Going to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Got a lot of running room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Crawford. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Feeling some heat. Coming after him. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. So hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires into the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He's going to pass. He's going to go for a big one. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. The throw to the outside is complete. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That has intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The run from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Going deep. Takes him in stride inside the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Trying to punch it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Gators in the hurry up. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Bounced off his feet. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanders.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. Tackle is made after the 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good. He's got a lot of confidence.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down outside. And he breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out
looking deep. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Gamecocks will hustle with the line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on it, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another defender. It was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the 1st quarter comes to a close. second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Runs through a tackle. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grab one in the middle. It's Bennett. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to connect it.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Still deep in their own territory, 2nd and 6 from the 15. To throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, excuse me, get the bullpen window.
He'll start this drive firing. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing in the bounds.
Soft spot in the middle. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. He wants to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll step across the sideline after making a good gain on that one. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Still looking. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Wow, look at this. You could take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They'll line up to go for 2. They want to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. So they take over with great starting field position, move at 36 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Comes out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Gators want to move quickly. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking left. He makes a catch. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. Hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half and tie it up. So, good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
To the air, it's Sellers. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the goal.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's taking the shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. To the air, it's Sellers. He looks that one in nicely. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Gamecock. And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. Here's the snap. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Caught. And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw, and he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He makes the catch.
Well, not down in business. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hawkins. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll just keep slinging it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Good, solid tackle. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's third and goal. On the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On that two-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up two-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Harvard. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys are finished.
Ball's out. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Pressure coming. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. The defense calls. And that's their last one of the half. Offense set on 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to get to it. Tripped up for the tackle. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of down.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. On second down, wants to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop. Forcing a turnover, best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter, time to go win it.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Running toward the tape. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida!
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
To the air, it's Flagway. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first. And the ball squirted out. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket. You've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. This crowd knows when to bring it. He's looking for an open man on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal
feeling some heat. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. On first down, here comes this offense. Using his legs, it's Sanders. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And now the ball is knocked free. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if you had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
Off the play fake on first down. Coming after it. The sweet feet buy a little time. At the 45 on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's going to let it go. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snag in the middle. It's Wilson. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Steps away to find some room. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. You just can't give up so many points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.